Seriously? Seriously, that's all you want to fucking start?
Let's read!
There we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Read.
Let's read.
Shut up. Where we are going to be starting with the prologue of For Want of a Dawn, the sequel to Sunset, that goddamn piece of shit. Oh, what fun.
Let's read.
Joining me, as you've almost no doubt noticed by this point, is Nero.
Let's read.
Rydell.
I'd apologize for Nero, but I don't want to claim any sort of anything over him.
A wise decision.
It might
Time
be
Knight.
infectious.
Time Knight.
Oi, 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 oi.
There he goes. Wait a minute. Okay, good. Better fucking be using the right microphone, or I swear to God.
Hoi, hoi.
Hoi! Are you Temmie?
Hoi. Hoi, I'm Tem Knight.
Yeah.
Tem Knight. Good. And Winter, who is the birthday boy.
Yay!
Let's read.
So
Well,
anyway,
possibly
yes.
the birthday season.
Well, birthday season, whatever. Winter here, being the birthday individual, requested that we do a Let's Read, and
Let's read.
we figured that starting Sunset, I guess, would be starting For Want of a Dawn. Forgive me if I keep on accidentally calling it Sunset. The first chapter is just called Sunset Sequel Teaser.
It's amazing.
Anyway, he thought it would be a fun way to celebrate birthday.
Yes.
At any rate, so, without further ado, let us read.
Let's read.
No, we must have one further ado. For
What's
there is a description.
Oh my God! No. The description I always read at the end because for some goddamn reason he always puts the description in the actual description box for DeviantArt, despite the fact that
chapter
means
description. There is a story description on
Oh.
Equestria Daily.
Oh no! Oh,
Because this story made it onto Equestria Daily with a 5-star
Somehow.
rating.
God, you're right. Yeah. So let's
I'm
start with
assuming liquor was involved.
this. So actually, this story has two tags, and Equestria Daily uses different tags than FimFiction, which is what we usually read off of. So this one has the Grimdark-War tag and the Adventure tag.
Promising stuff.
Oh wait, and the additional tag, it's the end of the world as Twilight knows it.
I'm going to
And
shoot
she
myself.
feels fine.
So, so its author is Kyraton, and the description is, "Welcome to the new Equestria Twilight Sparkle. See your friends at each other's throats? You have to choose between them now to stop the heartache of war with decisive victory. For the nation lies bleeding, its harmony shattered into a million pieces. Period. Black and white and right and wrong have blurred together."
Question: is this Divided Kingdom just in a story form?
Not quite. Space.
I hate
new
these
paragraph. You
blurred
must choose wisely,
lines.
or all shall die.
I hate these blurred lines.
God.
I know.
Also, I like the idea that right and wrong and black and white are different things. So, like, not only have morals blended and become morally gray and questionable, but the actual colors of black and white have all merged together into a sloppy gray mess.
Yay.
Wait,
Guess you could say it's 50 Shades.
So it's an apt description.
Yes, a very apt description, I would say. Anyway, without further ado, let us read.
Let's read.
You know what? Fuck you. Hey, Matt, why don't you take the first quote?
Today, today is not but a culmination of events of the day before, and the day before that, stretching back to the beginning of all things. But make no mistake, one can still change the course of the future. All it takes is a single choice.
Or a DeLorean.
Teddy, you also want to read who...
His Highness in His Highness King Genesis, exalted creator of sun and pony kind, ruler of the day.
So even in a meritocracy that is based around the rule of female rulers, we still have to have a man actually create the world and be responsible for everything.
Well, no, he didn't create the world.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right.
Just the sun.
And
Just
everything that
the
lives
sun.
upon the world.
It was interesting because usually the creation,
He was the
have
exalted
all
creator
rules.
of the sun
The-
and pony kind.
the creator of the population tends to be female, given associations with birth.
Yep.
Mhm.
But that's not patriarchal enough, so let's change that.
Yeah.
And Nero, why don't you take this? I'm sorry, I was going to say Winter. Take the second one.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why they call it the present.
I'm
He
losing my
stole
soul.
that from Kung Fu Panda.
Yes.
They stole that from my high school yearbook.
Her Royal Highness, Queen. I don't know.
Rashonda?
Rashawn.
Ranch.
Yeah.
Cool ranchera.
No clue. Exalted creator of the earth and moon, and ruler of the night.
I like how we have, King Genesis, who at least sort of fits in with the naming convention, and then Queen fantasy name.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it wasn't as I first read it,
Oh,
because if
you-
it was, I would have to stab.
Fucking prick.
Oh yeah.
Well,
There are-
it's not.
there are-
It's not a made-up name. It's an Indian name.
No. I'm not talking about that. There are annotations in this story linking to songs that should be playing as you're reading
Oh
it.
my god.
Namely,
Yeah, I was gonna
both songs are from Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Oh, and for extra fun, they're not hyperlinked annotations. They expect you
Yeah.
to scroll up and down through the story.
Oh god, they're both from Evanescence as well.
Da-da-da-da,
Alright,
da-da-da-da.
fuck it, let's just keep
No.
going. Keep going.
Soft, sad music.
No?
Hyperlink to a song plays during the two quotes. Wait. So the quotes were in universe.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Oh my
No,
fucking
no,
god.
this is
Wait, when he
this
said
is literally a trailer for the fan fiction.
Yeah, this isn't
Yes.
this isn't like a piece of fiction that is a trailer. This is the screenplay notes for an actual video trailer.
That's what it looks like.
Oh boy, here we
Wow.
Oh my god, each of these little separating marks, that's supposed to be a camera cut.
Oh my.
Okay,
Song.
just
Sad.
allow me to go find a book I used in my HD10.
Wow.
Oh great.
By Mr. This Cannot Go Well. His famous book, This Cannot Go Well. Let's see, page 136. This cannot go well.
This is going to end poorly for everyone.
For
Alright,
everyone.
well, continue.
Soft, sad music plays during the two quotes, echoing in the velvet darkness they leave behind. However, the darkness in the screen direction. However, the darkness gradually lifts to show the purple unicorn, Twilight Sparkle, fast asleep in her bed. She breathes softly, her eyes squirming under their lids.
Wait, so she has one eye.
Eye
but multiple
singular,
lids.
under lid plural.
She's okay.
Shit.
She has one large eye with multiple islands.
Oh
up.
god,
I think she's
So,
opposite of.
She's a
she's like an irradiated
that
cyclops
weird-
or something.
well, I was gonna say, is that like that weird mono eye thing Sonic the Hedgehog characters have?
I
Yes,
think
probably.
so. Yeah, that was what I was.
Except they only have one lid because it just connects in the middle.
Then I have no idea.
Then this is weird. This is just weird.
Well, they can wink, so it has.
Alright.
So I think it's too lit. She
Maybe
breathes
it's just split.
soft. Yeah. She breathes softly, her eyes squirming under the lids as the dream washes over her unconscious mind. The mare mumbles incoherently before bolting upright, breathing heavily.
Stupid nightmares.
I said heavily, not asthmatically. She speaks into the darkness.
Twilight Sparkle.
Speaks a familiar, disembodied voice.
I need your help.
Princess Luna!
Having asthma.
Do you need a glass of water? Twilight softly exclaims as the alicorn walks forward from the shadow.
Apparently, this disembodied voice is strangling her to death.
A large pool, swirling with silver liquid, appears in the center of a room.
Cut.
Yes, there's a cut.
To the next scene of this fucking trailer.
A large pool, swirling with silver liquid, appears in the center of a room.
You're gonna take a mercury bath?
It rests in a deep depression, the wall caked in
Much like
vines
me.
and other flora.
This is the pool of midnight.
It's really
Luna-
depressed, so we need to give it some antidepressants.
Luna voices over as the camera zooms
fuck.
in on the circular stone depression in the floor. It is easily the size of a spa's big tub, but no clues as to how deep.
No fucking clue. Maybe the fact that you can't see to the bottom should be a clue? Maybe? That's a clue.
No clues. We put a cover over it.
What does it do?
It's like pure silver, so it's like a mercury bath.
Oh, of course.
Twilight asks in curiosity as the camera spins.
Oh god.
See two ponies at the top of the large depression.
I'm in a fucking large
great-
depression right now.
Great depression.
The great and powerful depression.
The ceiling is cracked, letting moonlight flood into the scarred chamber. Behind them is a set of stairs leading up, just as choked with vines as the rest of the room.
Cut to.
Meaning that that part of the description was kind of pointless, since that's not a distinguishing feature.
Luna?
Twilight calls out into the empty chamber. The pool of midnight drains, showing its relatively shallow depth. She is alone in the room.
Well, that was a fucking mystery. How deep is this pool? It is shallow. Mystery solved!
Much like this story.
She is alone in the room, her calls echoing around almost indefinitely. Above her, calls and shouts work their way down from the upper chambers, even though there were cracks in the ceiling revealing the moon, so that sounds like...
There's no upper chamber. The upper chambers
Here's
are
the roof.
ground.
The upper chambers are completely
Spurring.
cut exactly, so you can see the moon through the upper chambers.
Spurring the lavender unicorn on to investigate. The mare reaches the top of a set of stairs and lets off a soft gasp.
Goodbye, soft gasp.
The sight obscured by her body. Scene change.
I was about to go, why is it obscured by her body when she's the one seeing it? But then I realized this is a trailer.
Camera!
Oh, yeah,
The
okay, so, I guess this is supposed to be old apple bloom, so, Nero.
Twilight.
A sudden voice shouts and jumps on the unicorn. The voice jumps on Twilight
Yes.
as
It's a
she
running
walks
fucking
down the
leap.
streets of Ponyville, the same as she left it, but eerily devoid of laughter and happiness.
Oh no, the town is physically incapable of being happy.
God damn it, Pinkie Pie, where are you?
She pulls herself up to see a purplish gray blonde unicorn mare
Oh, yeah, it's
hooking
Dinky.
onto her tightly.
Is that Dinky?
Yes.
Is that
Backed by a yellow earth pony, a white unicorn, and an orange pegasus. All of them are far bigger than the unicorn dares remember.
Wait,
Oh
the
my.
unicorn is in
They
like
are-
the white unicorn out of them?
Yes.
Or the blonde one that's hugging onto Twilight? You gotta be
Yes.
a little bit more specific.
When you
And
have
actor.
multiple-
Wait, I forgot. Is she an alicorn in this fic? Twilight.
Yes, she's.
Okay.
Wait. Well,
So
wait,
this can't be Twilight.
Wait. Hold on a second. I actually can't remember if she was. I forget if after. Where she? I fuck. Fuck. I don't know.
You
Doesn't
forget
matter.
after all the vodka?
Never
Yes.
free Eddie.
No, it was rum. But anyway, please, girls,
Twilight exclaims.
what happened here?
The fillies look at one another apprehensively, nodding to each other before Sweetie Belle pipes up.
Winner.
You better come with us, Twilight.
We want to live.
I like
Cut
how
to-
Sweetie Belle is suddenly southern.
Oh, God.
She's Southern Belle now.
Shit. You better come
Music.
with us, Twilight. There you go. For some reason, I thought I was doing Apple Bloom for a second.
Oh.
I don't know.
The music takes a darker, more sinister tone. Footnote! As the scene wipes into a dark, gray room. The 5 fillies illuminated by a single hanging lamp with no other decorations besides from a dark circular table and 11 chairs.
It's a very large table.
Yeah. 11 chairs are a lot.
Each chair was carved with a different symbol to represent its occupant by their cutie mark.
They were very picky about chairs.
Hold on. Did they just predict Twilight's Castle?
Oh my
Oh my
god, I need to
God.
kill myself.
Oh dear God.
How long?
The Lavender Mare asked with a look of wild shock on her face.
Time night.
10 years.
Scootaloo replied.
In 10 years, she has killed them all and plunged our country into war.
With who?
She slams her front hoof against the table in anger.
The queen has to be stopped, and you, Twilight, are the key.
Cut to.
A large red dragon, clad in golden armor, sits upon a throne of steel, addressing his subjects beside a large gray griffin to his right.
Are you sure this isn't a very poorly made pony JRPG?
No. And now I'm even more sad. Back up to Nero.
I don't know, I've played some bad JRPGs, and they tend to be better than this.
For too long, ponies have abused the power of the heavenly wheel.
What?
The heavenly wheel!
Trixie was right! Wheels
What?
cannot be trusted!
Watch as it spins your destiny. He shouts in the...
So they determine their wars by playing Wheel of Fortune?
Yes, Rydell?
He shouts in a deep, gruff voice.
Soon the age of ponies will end and ours will begin.
The crowd roars in a flurry of great applause as his speech ends.
Tonight you
My
shall-
favorite part of a speech! It being over!
Yay.
Scene change to text. For every sunrise, there must be a sunset.
She's seen change again.
Oh shit, title drop.
Unless
to.
you live on Mercury, in which case it's tide locked to the sun, and you never get a sunset.
Or a sunrise.
In a heartbeat, the music builds to a loud, powerful crescendo that's accompanied by yet another scroll to the bottom for a footnote,
God damn.
showing a large brown field of earth from high above, griffins flying to meet the camera before turning
Hi.
midair.
I'm a big fan of your work camera.
In their clutches are ponies in golden armor, mostly earth and unicorn, struggling to take their captors down with them before they let go. That's probably why they aren't Pegasus. Dropping a Pegasus to its death is like trying to drown Aquaman,
Very effective.
which has been attempted in the Super Friends.
Yes.
Yep.
Many other ponies scream as the camera flashes to show the sight from behind the ears of a purple unicorn. They are really scared of that camera.
Yes.
Other ponies fighting
of course
around.
it's flashing them. It's exposing itself indecently to those poor ponies.
Or they're just really scared of Flash Sentry. A griffin swooping one up. Other ponies fighting around her. A griffin swooping one up in front of her as she runs to escape the battle.
Cut to
Bye.
A blue unicorn with a white mane is running while pulling a large caravan through a dense wood road. Unlike the others, she had the foresight to realize how terrible that wheel was.
I hate you so much, Trixie.
A massive red dragon flies behind her in hot pursuit. Suddenly, a large claw clamps down on the cart and pulls the upper half away. The unicorn, if forced to pull off the road and into the woods as the dragon lets loose a belch of crimson fire that rushes up to the camera, blocking sight of anything else.
Quick spoiler warning. She is the true hero of this story, and I hate. Cut to.
The camera shakes,
You don't even hate anything specifically. You just
and the
hate.
actors kind of throw themselves to the ground in order to fake an earth.
Yes.
The camera shakes, time slowing down as chunks of gold and alabaster stone erupt from Canterlot's tallest tower. It tilts to one side as the explosion darkens, ponies flying out of the window from the shock of the blast. Meanwhile, the sun sets in the background, bathing the scene in hues of soft purple and orange. Echoed and soft screams from the ponies can be heard as they fall to the ravine far below.
Cut
So
to.
calming of a scene.
For every rise, there is a fall. Unless you achieve escape velocity.
In which case, there is no fall. Cut to.
It's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop at the end.
Anyway,
Sinister undertones take over as the music lowers in volume.
and for once, we don't actually have a hyperlink telling us where to find what type of music we're supposed to be listening to.
But picks up in pace, each of the main ponies' faces flashing with every couple of accented beats. Applejack is shown in mid-gate, fires erupting around her, which if she's mid-gate means we are getting a still of Applejack. No, not the kind you can get booze from. Pinkie
Aww.
Pie has a wide, disturbing smile on her face as she looks up from the bloodied face of a felled foe. Rarity has tears in her eyes, head nodded in a deep bow to an off-camera pony in an elegant room. How do you know they're a pony if they're off-camera?
Because shut up.
We just have to trust the script.
Fluttershy has a look of unbridled fury etched on her face,
With an Etch-a-Sketch.
standing in the midst of a small wooden space.
It's like a room.
Space is made of wood! Rainbow Dash, meanwhile, is filled with sorrow, standing in a dark, foggy forest with tears glistening in her eyes.
Cut to.
The remainder of the beats plays out as Twilight. Remainder of the beats plays out. Subject verb.
Yeah,
As
that's not
Twilight
proper
Sparkle
grammar.
stands before two large castles. One is built upon a massive rock over a lake of fire.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker.
The stone, a deep and bloody red under a thick layer of gray clouds. Dark beasts wander off the path and fly high into the blisteringly hot sky. However, the second is in the midst of a plain of blowing snow and ice, a fortress made of many jagged and dark pillars of ice, almost sharp enough to cut simply by looking at the imposing architecture. Somehow, both of these castles are within view, despite the fact that,
One of them is made of ice, and the other one is made of lava. Because
Yes.
fantasy bullshit. Cut to.
A nation will bleed.
After it cuts itself. Oh my god, the edge.
How
Cut to.
could this happen to me? That's some music that's playing right now.
Suddenly, the music from before returns in full force. Which one? There were 3. A multitude of ponies running through the streets of... Wait a second. Also, if this is supposed to be a trailer, you know how usually there's one song going through a trailer? Because changing songs 5 times in a trailer means you're hearing practically none of the song.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rydell. This is clearly how trailers really do work.
This is trailer
A multitude
majesty.
of ponies running through the streets of Manhattan from a trio of towering dragons and a dozen or 2 griffin soldiers.
A dozen or 2. 12 or 2.
It's either or.
All of them are
give or
clad
take.
in armor as green as fields, which, given
So,
all the
kind of offish, maybe
well, no, given the
yellowing.
I was gonna say, given the descriptions of the castles we've seen, that's a very brown kind of green.
Yeah.
The dragons smash through the large skyscrapers, showing the fleeing citizens and their fellow soldier ponies, also dressed in green, multitudes of glass and stone.
Why the fuck are they... Why are both armies wearing green?
That's just confusing.
Cut to...
Harmony will shatter.
Oh, thank God, Spring Breakers was terrible. Fuck you, Harmony Kareem. Cut to...
Twilight is trying to fight her way past a dozen heavily armed griffins, tears streaming in her eyes as she silently cries for an off-screen figure.
Spoiler warning, I know who it is and it makes me angry.
The hurt and betrayal are evident as she is too blinded to even fight against her would-be captors. A hoof reaches out past one of the guards, desperate to reach her friend, so close, yet so far from them to make any difference.
Well, if they're there while all of this is going on, then this new pony could take the attention away and solve this situation.
But as order crumbles...
Sorry, yeah, cut to as order crumbles. Cut to...
Twilight is running through a dark, foggy forest, a dark and beastly silhouette hot on her tail. It is as tall as Celestia, but looks more like a bipedal bull.
God dang it, Iron Will.
Iron Will!
The fog is thick and casts a sickly
I
green...
hate the ass.
Why is...
What is your
Hello,
obsession
Will.
with green?
Yeah, why is... This is like the 5th goddamn green thing we've had.
This
I
is
see
supposed
you-
to be a quick
know what?
trailer.
From now on, I'm just assuming everything is green,
You shot the entire...
including the established characters.
This
with
is a
different colors.
very interesting case of color blindness.
Only can see green.
To everything as the unicorn runs for her life. She darts wildly around the trees, which are obviously green, going into thick underbrush to try and lose her pursuer, ignoring dark tendrils trying to grab onto her.
Cut to...
If it were,
Will the heroes rise again?
Spoiler warning, no.
Yeah, I was
Cut
gonna say,
to...
well,
more interesting.
given the way the characters were in the last story, what heroes?
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, spoiler warning, no, for various reasons. Cut to...
A large group of ponies march through the streets of the city, banners of rainbow flying as they proceed through the through the wind. Is that winding?
Winding.
Yeah, through the winding cobblestone. It is the twilight hour. I see what you did there, painting the white wall. We got a different color this time.
Holy shit.
No. That was a typo.
Of the building, shades of red and orange.
Those are typos.
I'm
Those
so
are typos.
excited now.
It means green and green. Just typo.
Ponies step to the side as the group walks towards the camera. unflinching despite gold-clad soldiers in their path. All hell breaks loose as the soldiers charge, the marching group replying in kind, swords and spears and knives at the ready. Wait.
What type of fucking army goes into battle like that?
I'm like old fashioned because they have to get up. Yeah.
No, I just mean like with the knives. It's like
Yeah.
you have a wall of spears,
I
and
see,
their
like,
army is like.
Yeah, you don't
fuck it.
really have your knives ready because your knife. The knife is usually a backup weapon. Oh no, I've lost my sword. Or oh no, I'm too close to fire my musket and then reload it. Take out knife, affix bayonet, stab with gun.
Good lord. Anyway, cut to.
Or will chaos reign?
Cut to.
In silhouette, a towering figure with massive wings and a long horn sits upon a gilded throne. Pause for Duhad to groan.
I like the fact that it's gilded. Like, this is the god empress of, the universe. And it's like, I could get a golden throne, but fuck it, just gold leaf it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It exudes a twofold aura.
Cheapness and gaudiness.
One
They kind of
is
blew the budget on everything else.
one
blew the
as
budget on all the
deep and
greens.
dark as the night itself. Tip: want something to look deep and dark? Green works better than black.
Yes.
Yet one as deep and dark as the night itself, yet as bright and warm as the sun. It's a twofold aura. We get a description of one of them, and that one description is contradictory.
Yes. The other aura
I'm
is
guessing-
bullshit.
The order.
The other one is just
No, the other one is just green.
Her eyes shone white with magic, reflecting the... Okay, if they're shining, they're not really going to also reflect because they're a light source.
Yep.
Unless it's like reflecting like shining like the moon, in which case it is just reflection, but reflecting.
Yes.
But in that case, the reflection of the light would drown out this other reflection of
We're
the
almost done.
ragtag band assembled in front of her. She smiles and lets out a low, disturbing laugh that echoes through the remainder as the music reaches its abrupt end.
Cut to.
For want of a dawn!
Cut to.
Coming to theaters near you, August 2011.
Doddly, 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 doddly,
In
doddly, doddly,
theaters,
doddly.
August
Boogity, boogity,
8th.
boogity.
Then there's the annotations
Oh.
for the music.
Okay, the annotations they get extra dumb. One, they're not like linked to the music. They are envisioned as the opening for the Davy Jones form, not from the Pirates of the Caribbean 2 soundtrack.
Form
And
the
note.
gun.
And 2 and 3 are the same annotation.
Yes. Yes,
So it transitions from a song to itself.
the song just restarts. Anyway,
This must be a really short song.
just as with the last one, the description at the end of this commercial, a theatrical sneak peek into some scenes for the upcoming sequel to my, so far, most successful fanfiction, Sunset. All I can say about it, is that you can expect the story to reach the 10 chapter mark. Although I have no idea how long it will actually be.
Because who needs planning?
As a benchmark, Sunset is 5
Which,
chapters, including the epilogue, and
For quick reference,
37,000 words long.
For quick reference, when he says we'll reach the 10 chapter mark, it's 25 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is
I
it-
mean,
is it
he
too
was
late to
he
give
put
up?
line. Yeah, it's too late.
Yep.
We read chapter 0.
Oh, by the way, the
Yeah.
reason the descriptions are appearing at the bottom is just it's hosted on DeviantArt.
I
where they
know
put
the
description.
reasons
Yeah.
why it appears at the bottom. I just find it hilarious that he actually
know.
bothers putting in a description that is only viewable after you've scrolled through the entire story, the entire chapter.
It's with a fiction. It's more useful for author's notes.
Yes.
As opposed to an actual description.
Yes, and yet he did not use it
Actually,
that
let me
way.
fix-
So eat a dick. Well, at any rate,
Yeah.
we will rejoin you all for the first proper chapter shortly. Till then,
Answer.
have a very happy holiday season.
Let's read.
Shut up.